In marriage counseling, there are two approaches. One approach is you listen to the client, you talk to them from your own wisdom, or you watch some Saas Bahu serial and you do what you learn, how to fight systematically, properly. Yeah. For no reason, how to engage in proper fights. The correct approach is you run RelatPillar test. You explain the client, right? When a client calls to you first call, you explain the client that I will run RelatPillar test on you. They hear about some new concept. They are interested in you. And you will tell that I'm completely unbiased, scientific, non-judgmental, non-prejudiced, and I will not take sides. I will help you run RelatPillar test. This will help you identify what is the problem between you. Once we identify what is the problem, then we can solve the problem. Right? So what is RelatPillar? Then you come to that, explain that every relationship is based on certain pillars. So Dr. Pawan Mittal sir, my mentor, he has called this as RelatPillar. And these RelatPillars are trust, respect, love, compatibility, goal sharing, affection, uh, financial goals sharing, parenting style, all those things. Then how you open up your emotions and all that. So this RelatPillar, for every relate pillar, there are 25 relate pillars. For every relate pillar, there are 5 components. For each of the component, there are around 5 to 6 questions. So it becomes around 30 questions for each relate pillar. Now there is a way to run this. Don't take the photo of the book and send it to the client and ask them to fill it. Otherwise, the engagement is zero. They have no interest. They will feel, hey, kya hai yaar, kahin se ek form leke aayi, kuch bhar diya. They don't feel anything good. Correct approach is one by one question you will ask and you will write their answers with your hand on a paper. At the end, you will not share this paper with them. Yeah. There are going to be some clients who will insist, no, madam, I have paid you, you have to share. So you tell them, this RelatPillar are copyright content of Dr. Pawan Mittal. You can write a mail to him and ask his permission. If he approves, then I will give you. I am not authorized because it's not my content. Then client will say that, okay, madam, I have paid you. You should have given. So say that when you paid me, was not my commitment to give you the content. You came to me for marriage counseling. You were not aware of such thing. I'm using these tools to help you, but I will not give you to use it in your law, in your court. Okay. So what people do is they are going to use this RelatPillar test result analysis while fighting child custody battle or divorce battle or alimony amount. There may be any kind of manipulation. If it happens, typically marriage counselor has to go to the court, leave all the business and work aside and go to court and help them divorce properly. And this one party can misuse it in any direction, depending on how good is the lawyer. The third problem is that this is a copyright content, so you're not authorized to share. So you should not do that. So you explain them that, okay? Typically clients don't argue, don't ask. But if someone is very adamant, then you have to tell them. And you can show in the book after every RelatPillar test, I have written this disclaimer, okay? So I have written this disclaimer that it cannot be used for any legal proceedings. Yeah. If you insist, you can talk to the author. Then if author decides, then you get it. But again, when it comes to the court, if that is your objective, we will come to your court. We will say you are not authorized to use. It is not a correct legal solution. Okay. So don't go for that. Okay. Or you tell them, you ask your lawyer to talk to me. Right. So never share it because it will definitely get misused and it has happened in the past. Okay. So you will not do the mistake. So how will you run? You will take a piece of paper. On the paper, you will make 4 columns. First 2 columns will be the single column. Husband and wife, they are coming together for together. Then third column is single wife. Fourth is single husband. So you are running the RelatPillar test 3 times in next 2 sessions. The first session goes for history taking. There are 13 steps of history taking mentioned in the book. You should watch that video also. The QR code is there in the chapter, or you can search on the channel. 13 steps for history taking. So very systematically, when you do that, then clients realize, wow, they have gone to other marriage counselors. They have listened about. So they know that marriage counselors don't know anything. When they see that, they realize, wow, you are very systematic. You are doing things correctly. And you have a scientific approach. And you are helping them identify what is the problem between them using RelatPillar test, something new concept which we have never heard of. Then you are able to, you are helping them open up communication for each outcome. So they will refer the clients, other clients also. Okay. Now, with this, you can engage the client for around 20 sessions easily, couple. Sometimes it happens that single person is coming to you. It's okay. Don't leave her, help her. You start the RelatPillar test with her. Now, how to identify? You cannot do all 25, right? 1 or 2 are going to be common. Okay, like there are, in addition to RelatPillar test, there are other tests also. How much you know your spouse. So that test doesn't have any scientific basis. It is for fun only. It is for ice breaking. How will you know your spouse? Then there is a test on love tongue, which you learned in the last class by Artina. RelatPillar test from the history, 13 steps history, you will identify which RelatPillar test you will have to do. So you can select 2 or 3 or 4. Typically, each RelatPillar test takes 5 sessions. I will tell you. So first session goes for history taking, and at the end you will do at least 1 test so that you engage the couple immediately. Second session you will do 1 RelatPillar test with the couple both together. Then third session, husband wife 30 minutes. The fourth session you will do analysis. So you will find out there is a mismatch. When they were sitting together, the answer was different. When single person was sitting, the answer is different. So you will ask, now both are come to you in the fourth session for analysis part. You will ask why there is a mismatch. So she will say, he will say by mistake, or give some explanation or something like that. So whatever they say, you have to accept that it is truth. Yeah. Don't say, no, you are lying. But you have to understand that there is going to be manipulation also. So how do you ask? You ask examples. Someone says, in your trust RelatPillar test, you will identify one of the component is missing. One of the component has less scoring or no answer. For that, you will ask, give me some examples. Right? This is a very vague statement. I don't trust him. I don't trust her. Give me some examples. What has made you decide this? What has made you take this judgment? Then you ask the other party, you need to improve on this. Okay. You need to win her trust. Someone says, I don't respect. She doesn't respect. Okay. Someone says, do not understand each other. So you have to help them open up their communication, and you tell them very clearly, see, I'm not your parent. I'm not you. I'm not biased towards one person. I'm non-judgmental. I'm extremely scientific. I'm non-prejudiced. So I'm going to help you open up your communication very scientific and non-biased way. So you tell me, and you tell me that this objective is not fault finding. Objective is to solve the problem. Now there are 3 types of problems. Okay. One is critical problem. If it is not solved, then the marriage will break, relationship will break. So either the other person has to solve this. Okay. Someone has to solve this. The second is compromisable issues, compromisable problem. It means either this person has problem from this person. So either this person will change or this person will compromise, or both will compromise, do something. Right? And you can still live with that. You can compromise. It's not necessary to break, and it is compromisable. You can manage, you can adjust. Either you change the scenario or you agree. No, that is the scenario. There is no option. Okay. Like in-laws staying together. Now, there is no option, for example, then that has to be compromised. So it's a compromisable. Silly issues. Third is silly issues. Non-realistic expectations, right? So when he goes to office, he doesn't call me every hour. He answers his call late. He misses his call late. On certain days, he comes late. In a week, he drinks 1 pack of alcohol. He doesn't take me out daily. We don't eat outside. So these are unrealistic expectations. So you have to, now someone will say this expectation. Okay. Then you ask other party, you want to say something, right? Then other person will give some explanation and you say, see, I'm non-biased. I'm not his father, his parent or your parent, but I will tell you, dear. So there are 3 types of issues: critical issues, compromisable issues, and unrealistic issue. This is an unrealistic issue. This is not an issue at all. This is a silly issue. Okay. So then you help them realize 50% issues are going to be silly and like this only. Out of the remaining 50, majority of them are going to be compromisable issue. Only few, 20% are going to be the critical issues. Now your 80% is solved. How did you solve it? Because you could identify what is the problem actually, right? Using the RelatPillar test. Now this 20% critical issues, you have to have a separate session with them. You have to tell them that, see, if you don't change, she will leave, he will leave. Your marriage will continue like a broken marriage. You want to have a happy marriage or like this? So this is 5 sessions for each RelatPillar test. Okay. You can have 6 sessions, 7 sessions for the same RelatPillar test. Okay. As long as the issue is not solved. But you have to tell them that I'm going to run this is RelatPillar test on you in the first session itself, so that they have the path. You have the plan. They know that there is a therapy now. Very clear cut. For every session, after every session, you will advise them couple activities. So the old book had around 100 couple activities. The new book will have more than 300 couple activities. For each RelatPillar test, there are going to be 15 to 20 couple activities. So 25 multiplied by 15 already crossed 300. Okay, but actually it has more likely 400 or 500. I think it is more than 500 couple activities in the new edition. It's going to be a little big. So you can choose. For example, if there is a problem between trust, compassion, intimacy, so there are 15 to 20 couple activities for that. Okay, these are the couple activities. You can open the book in front of them, no problem. Don't give the book to them. You open the book in front of them. You say, okay, for your intimacy, okay, for your respect, for trust, there are 15 to 20 couple activities. Okay, I will read the heading. You select which you want to do. Okay. Which, before we meet next time, you try to do this. But even if you are not able to do, still you come back, no problem. And you are going to come back tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Don't keep 1 session in a week. Keep 2 to 3 sessions in a week. Yeah. Then comes the component of family therapy. What is family therapy? What is the effect of happy marriage on individual and children? What is the effect of divorce or battle on both individuals and children? What is the effect of absent father on daughter, absent father on son, absent mother on daughter and son? So this is chapter for each of them, very systematic. Okay. So when you read this book, you will realize that there are 3 components in the book. One is the RelatPillar concept and history taking. The second is RelatPillar test. And the third is family therapy. Is there an index for family therapy or someone is going to make this index? How to open up when your partner shuts down? How to get out of abusive relationship? How to identify abusive relationship? Right. Sometimes, if one person is narcissist, that narcissist will make this person believe that you are the problem actually. Okay. This narcissist has that capacity. And this person believes that, oh, I'm the problem. Yeah. And that's why relationship is failing. But actually, this is abusive relationship. Okay. So how do you come out of it? Then there are some ideas to improve your relationship. Around 20 ideas are there. There are ideas to improve communication with your partner. Yeah. So one is RelatPillar test for communication, that is separate. But there are ideas also to improve. In addition, the other book will have couple activities for communication. Okay, I think Shreya had already made and I have incorporated that. I remember something. Would be there. I think in new edition it is there. Those who received the book last week or this week, the index should be there. If you don't have index in your book, make it. Okay, in that way you will open the book also. Questions? Correct, Charu. So we have to repeat the same test. First we do for the couple, then wife, then husband. This can be one single session or it can be two separate sessions, whatever you want. Okay. What you're doing is you're trying to engage the client for 20, 30 sessions. You're trying to help them. What is the problem in the marriage counseling in the market? The clients couple come or one person comes and you talk from your, no, you should do this, go. You also don't have any plan. That is wrong. They don't have any plan. But you who have learned this RelatPillar test and couple activity, you will have plan for 20 to 30 sessions. Even if you charge 1,000, 1,500, that is a common market rate for marriage counseling, you can earn 20 to 30,000 from one client. If you do now, this marriage comes with a lot of emotional trauma, betrayals, infidelity sometimes, hurting each other, all emotional trauma. They have to move past that. There is no option. So good, successful marriage counselors are those who will do psychotherapy techniques on them, some neuroplasticity techniques on them. So because of the emotional trauma betrayals, they have some images formed. They keep getting flashbacks. They are on a honeymoon or a vacation, and because of the previous fight, she will get the flashback and spoil the vacation. All these things happen. Because certain things happened, you are not able to move back, move forward. So there is a resentment in the heart, right? So husband, wife, or any couple, they are going to have some silly moments, some foolish moments, right? I will tell you one story. There is a husband, wife living in a woods. Okay, they live in a cottage, and one day the wife sees a beautiful sparrow, very common, yeah, not a big deal. But the wife gets very excited, right? Hey, see that sparrow. She's so excited to see the sparrow because that is her mind for that day. Her heart is like that day. She's happy that day, and she's enjoying the nature. She wants to appreciate the sparrow. What should your husband do? Now the husband has three options. Option one, the husband will say, "Hmm, what a big deal, stupid." Option two, the husband will say, okay, and then continue on his work. Option three, the husband will join the wife and say, a really beautiful sparrow, beautiful nature. I like it. So, everyone is going to have fights. Every relationship is going to have boredom, jealousy, hurt, fights, anger. Everything is going to there. Are you able to move past that daily things? And are you able to appreciate your bird? Right? You do something good, you want to celebrate it. You wrote one poem and you go to your husband and say, hey, I wrote this poem. So your husband has to say, very good. Your mentor has created the platform, hard to paper, get it published there. That is called moving forward. If your husband says, what a big deal, are you going to earn money with your poem? So then everything is gone. Yeah. Probably that is the last day he is going to stay at your home, or you are going to use pillow on him tonight. Yeah. So are you able to move forward? Yeah. So are you able to celebrate your small victories? Are you able to support yourself, each other for foolish things, silly things? I'm not talking of wrong decisions. Yeah. I'm talking of silly things. So if you are able to do that, that is a happy couple. So this is a definition of happy. How do you identify a happy couple? Happy couple is also going to have fights, jealousy, anger, blocking each other, everything that is going to happen. But how to identify whether the couple is happy? When one person does something small or does something foolish, wants to celebrate some silly things, the other person supports it. Right? So husband cooks a meal today and the wife says, yeah, but the salt is less. Okay, gone. But the wife says, wow, you have the natural art to cook food. Or the wife helps the husband, or the husband helps the wife. Both the ways. You know? So if they are able to support their foolish things, if they are able to celebrate their each other's foolish victories, that is happy couple. Any questions? Anyone else? For every RelatPillar test, there is one or two story also in the book, so that you can use these stories to tell your clients for every RelatPillar test. If you see that there is a trust issue, you can use the story on trust. That's ice breaking for them. Very good, Pravita. So there is a chapter in the book, family therapy part. The third part of the book, in the same book, there is a chapter, how to open communication with your partner. How, then second chapter is there, how to open up your partner when the partner shuts down. What to do, how to manage. So you read both the chapters, you will find your answer. And when you are using this RelatPillar test, you are able to identify communication has different aspects, different components. Which component is a problematic? That component you need to work. And that work will come from couple activities. Understood? So for communication, there are 2 chapters in family therapy. Plus, there are around 15 to 20 couple activities for communication. Correct. This book is on Amazon, both the books. Today, you please give the review right now on Amazon. I'm sharing the link and send me the screenshot. And yes, Charu, ask.
So I've given the feedback, I've given the review, but when I went back to the page and I wanted to take a screenshot, I'm not able to see my review.
Okay, that submit, you have clicked submit, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Probably it will
Can,
come after some time.
could be.
It is yet to come here. Okay, so you can try it once more.
Sure.
While you are learning all these couple activities, RelatPillar test, start applying on people surrounding you. Only those people who value. How do you know someone values you? They will pay you the fees. Now someone is your friend. So she will say, hey, you are my friend, you should charge me less. You should say, you are my friend, you should pay me more. Normal, my fees is 1500, you pay me 2000. And because you're my friend, you're going to book next 20 sessions with me right now today. So take 40,000 immediately from her and book the sessions. Do not do for free. RelatPillar test, you should not run on your own life. If you fight with your spouse after running RelatPillar test on your own life, author is not liable for damages. You should run the RelatPillar test on your friend which you don't like. Someone who is so happy and you want to do something to her. You can use the RelatPillar test for helping someone identify what is their problem. Okay. Do not use the compatibility RelatPillar test after marriage. Already the damage is done. No point of checking how much damage is done. Yeah. So don't do that. Because typically I have seen many students, the first thing they open the book and they do is, sir, I ran compatibility test with my husband and he failed. Actually, he has not failed. You failed him and you also failed. Yeah. Already yeah, you are already trapped. There is no point checking how much bad is the scenario. It's very bad already. Yeah. Yes, Charu.
Sir, as you said that we can run 2 to 3 relate pillar tests on a couple. So when one test we begin or we tell them about the history taking session, that is the first step, right? When are we supposed to go ahead with the second test? Suppose we plan, okay, 2 tests are okay or 3 are sufficient. Then when should we start
You
that?
should always plan more. You should
Okay.
plan 4 to 5 tests because if you tell them 5 tests, then the couple will come for 3 tests. Number one. Number two, each test you will have a plan for 4 to 5 sessions. First is with the both the couple and history taking. The second is with the husband wife separate second session. Third is the analysis. The fourth is analysis, opening up communication, and the examples. Fourth and fifth. Okay. So typically 4 to 5 sessions are required for each. There is a chapter in the book, 13 steps history taking for marriage. If you read that chapter and the subsequent one is how to use RelatPillar test, you will understand how many sessions it will take for each test. Okay. The objective of RelatPillar test is not to complete the test. Objective is to identify what is the problem, which component has the problem, and to open up communication so that problem is solved. And divide the problem into 3 types: critical, compromisable, silly. That is important. Okay. How many of you are writers here? You write poem of heartbroken stories or happy poems or essays, blogs. Yeah. How many of you do that? Write down in the chat. Please review for both the books. Whatever you have written, whether it is at any time of your marriage or before marriage, now it is time to get it published. Okay. And see the reaction of your husband, whether he celebrates your victory or no. If he doesn't celebrate your victory, then you can WhatsApp me and I will allocate one marriage counselor to you. Or I can allocate one psychotherapist for your husband because he needs to move past the trauma has happened. Yeah, that fill in the back. You understood. Anyone has any questions? How to use RelatPillar test? Read the book, finish it for studying in 30 days. Start helping people. If you're not able to find people, you can experiment, you can help them, you can take up my internship. In my internship, you will get 60 to 80 clients to practice. Yeah, Charu is smiling that experiment. Yeah. So you are going to learn by experimenting. You know, when doctor becomes surgeon, so they also practice. They call it, they don't call it, I'm going to operate. They call it, I'm going to practice. So lifetime they are practicing on every client. So that is a safe word to use because if someone dies, no problem if the surgery fails. But the best part in marriage counseling, people don't die. In counseling, psychotherapy, people don't die. So if you do mistake, what will happen? The client will say, I did not like you. Okay, no problem. So I have many clients. I'm attached with Dr. Mittal sir. So I keep getting more clients. The worst case scenario, the client will ask refund. It's okay. Yeah. But you get the practice. So refund 500 rupees more and tell them, thank you for allowing me to experiment on you. You will my guinea pig, and practice on more clients. So when you take up internship, 60 to 82 clients, next 1 year you will be practicing. And then 13 month onwards, you will start getting paid for managing the clients. Internship is technically zero cost. So what you pay initially, you get the stipend. Please ask question. Is the internet frozen or something? Because there are two people who are stuck in the same position, statue position. Yeah. Yeah, both. Yes. You, if you smile, then only I know. If you hide your smile, then how will I know? Please ask questions. How many pages have you finished? Written in the chat. Or how much percentage of the book you have finished? So 3 components of the book. This book has 3 components: history taking, RelatPillar concept, then RelatPillar test, and the third component is family therapy. And couple activities, we'll have couple activities for each of the RelatPillar with each objective. Okay, not bad. Good start. So now RelatPillar test is something you should read while helping someone or doing consultation. If you're not doing it right now, then directly you can start family therapy, the last part. Okay, very good, Chitra. Shreya, you have finished the book? Very good. Suma has asked an interesting question. If someone doesn't want to marry, how can I identify the problem? So there are two aspects. Has that person come to you for consultation? If that person comes to you for consultation, then only you can help. And probably here marriage counseling is not required, but the psychotherapy is required. So you will need to identify what is the root cause this person has, what are the betrayal that has happened that the person is so afraid to get into a relationship, or what is the belief system. So you need to do neuroplasticity techniques and psychotherapy techniques to heal those traumas so that the person can move forward. Yeah. This is life. Everyone is going to have betrayals, emotional trauma. So you need to heal it so that you can live a better life. Otherwise, if you come from betrayal from previous relationship, you're always going to suspect things in the present relationship. You're always going to have fear, and that will spoil relation. If someone doesn't want to marry, none of our business. Yeah, as a marriage counselor. If you're talking from a relative perspective, that is completely separate. Then you should take to some other third party psychotherapist. Third party will be one of the freelancers who are working with me. Don't go outside, because when you take up with us, there is a money back guarantee service for perfect healing will happen. Now, if as a marriage counselor, if someone doesn't come to you asking that, okay, I don't want to get married, can you convince me to get married? It is not going to happen, right? So nothing as a marriage counselor you can do. Yeah, but as a psychotherapist, you can do things. Anyone has any question, please ask. Very good question, Dr. Renuka. So you can do the compatibility test before marriage. But problem with the Indian marriage is that when a couple has decided that they want to get married, the families are involved, or at least they have decided. Now running the compatibility test, what is the objective? You first ask, okay, if you fail, you will not get married. If the answer is they are going to still get married, you better not run the compatibility test. Yeah, right? Because you already decided you want to spoil things. So don't over spoil it by finding out that you are not compatible. Yeah, and the compatibility test is not the real test. It is for fun, dear. Always remember. So in the book, I have mentioned very clearly, the compatibility test is for fun. It doesn't help you identify things. Then there is a test about how well do you know your spouse. It is for fun. There is no other objective. Yeah. If you love someone and doesn't know what is their color and all those, it's okay, absolutely okay. That is a high school talk. That is a teenager talk. Hey, do you know my favorite color? That boy knows my favorite color. Yeah, then you should marry that boy. Yeah. It's not that decision-making factor. And when we talk of compatibility, so even Kundli match. So there are out of 36, there are 32 match, and the marriage is completely hopeless and broken. Yeah. And hey, everyone is doing like this. Okay, I'm not alone, thank God. So I'm so much relieved today seeing that everyone is like this. So yeah, it happens with everyone. Very good. Otherwise, I used to cry that 32 goon and still hopeless. Okay, no problem. So now today I'm relieved. Yeah, that's how our human mind works. When we see pain inside us, we feel very disappointed. But when we see pain with others, we feel relieved. Oh God, the whole world is burning. I'm not alone. Okay, very good. But I'm trying to improve the world. So I'm a hero. I'm not a villain. Okay. I'm helping the world to improve. First step. Big step. Huh. Questions? And all those people who said like this, absolutely do not run any RelatPillar test. Don't do that mistake. And when you are running the test for your client, don't think of your husband. This will be his answer. This will be my answer. No, you will need to visit the website legalwise.in and hire a diverse lawyer. Okay, don't do that. So have you checked the LegalWise? Hey, you're not checked? Okay, I'm sending it right now. It means you're not gone through Art for Fun or Hard to Paper. Both those platforms, you're not gone. If you go, then you will see this LegalWise platform also. I'm sending right now. Okay. Art for Fun is for artwork to promote you and motivate you. Hard to Paper is for your writings, poems, blogs, essays, books getting published. Second Life is for your second life story. You had a career break, you had a marriage break, or completely broken down and then again rebuild things, or something inspiring about your personal life or career life. And the fourth one is Legal Wise. Legal Wise is for registration, for practice or freelance business, and all those things, that legal compliance things. Yeah, Legal Wise. Yeah. So you cannot see others' stories, poems. Um, you should focus on promoting your own stories and poems. So when you get the link, you are not submitted Chitra actually. You're talking for ridiculous. When you get the link, you should put it on your Facebook, social media, WhatsApp status daily, because once it gets particular number of hits, your website, your page, you will get the recognition award. Okay. Plus like 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh. There is a recognition award for each of this. When you put your link on social media and 100 people like your post or 100 people share your post, you get another recognition award. So actually that is easier. Yeah. Instead of reading someone else, you should write your own. Yeah. Because there are going to be hundreds of stories. So it becomes difficult to create some menu to see that, and that becomes very cluttered. The objective is not for a random person to come here and see the poem. And no one does that actually. Have you ever gone to any website and read, I want to read poems today? You never read poems in your school also. Yeah. So the objective of this platform is for you to write and promote yourself in front of your world. So that people, those who know, they click and they read. Yeah, you have done good work, Baba. That is the objective. Yeah. Otherwise, third party has no interest to read your poem. You should have no interest to read others. You should have more interest, or you should put that resources, your buddhi, for writing new things. And it is a good chance that your story, poem, or write up or art will get award. So don't underestimate yourself whether it is good. Whatever you have submitted, I assure you, you will get the award, whatever it is. Because the object of the platform is to motivate you, to encourage you, not evaluate. I'm completely unbiased, non-prejudiced, scientific, non-judgmental. Questions? Anyone has? With these platforms, you can engage your clients also. For others, like there is a 10,000 per year charge. For your clients, you can say that this platform is owned by my mentor. For you, the charge is going to be 10,000 for lifetime. Unlimited things they can post. So that becomes your engagement tool with your client. You understand? Especially their children and the couple. I have WhatsApp you the links just now. For you can go to the respective platform and instructions are there how to publish, and then you follow the instructions, it will get done. Anyone has any questions? No question? So you are my galaxy, the painting name, you are my galaxy. In life, many times we try to find that person in our life, that who is going to be with us or who is going to keep you happy. We are always trying to find heaven. We always think that marriages are made in heaven, couples are made in heaven. The home which you build, the family which you build, you have to make it a heaven. You have to strive for it. Every marriage, every relationship, every couple is going to go through fights, jealousy, anger, all those journeys. That is a part of their journey. They need to overcome it. They need to look forward and find heaven with you. Don't spend your lifetime finding that one person who is made for you. The person who has come in your life, make that person for you. And you become that person for him or her. That is, you are my galaxy. Don't find your galaxy. Whichever person you have, make that person your galaxy. Enjoyed? Start helping people. If you don't have people to help, don't do it for free, obviously. And otherwise, they will blame you. You have broken their marriage instead of repairing. And for marriage counseling, typically people who know you, they will not come because they are always afraid that you are going to be biased or you will do something gossiping. Because they are already gossiping about you, so they are also worried that you will do that. So it is better to help strangers. And when you're helping strangers, obviously it has to be professional help for the value. If you don't have client base, you take up my internship, you will get sufficient client base to practice plus money. Yeah. See you on Sunday for psychotherapy and Tuesday on psychology. Have a great time. Once you get the book, you should call me. If you're not yet called, once you get first book, then I will tell you how to read. For couple activities, the book is the new edition is written already, but I am doing my OCD thing on that. So still going to modify it and do something. I don't know what. Second book you will get there. I WhatsApp you today only. ADSD. Okay. Okay. So safe. Have a great time. Bye.